Last, the party met. You were summoned to Neverwinter to meet the Mangled Heartstring Inn and Tavern, to meet an old friend of yours, Elowen Stoneheart, at the behest of Obi, through a letter informing you that he had found something called information about something called the Phandelver's Pact. Didn't delve much into it. Upon arriving at the Mangled Heartstring Inn and Tavern in Neverwinter, you all coalesced and set eyes upon each other for the first time. You didn't see Obi, but in walks Sildar Hallwinter, Obi's confidant and friend, who explains to you that he is there in his stead because Obi did not show up for their rendezvous. He may have bit off more than he could chew while he was looking into the Phandelver's Pact. So Sildar requests that you all head to Phandalin ahead of him while he informs the Lord's Alliance of what has transpired. You all hung around Neverwinter for a little bit, shopping and looking around and kind of window shopping with the tiny little jingling coin purse that you all have. And headed out on the road. On the road, you met some bandits during an ambush that you made quick work of, leaving one alive who agreed to escort you the rest of the way to Phandalin. So, adventurers, you are continuing on past the bridge on your way to Phandalin. It is about just past midday as you continue south on the high road. The day is yours. Can I have... Viha, can you roll me a d10? Oh, I'm sorry, a d20. Roll me a d20, please.
Can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait, D10. Ooh, that does not look good.
Okay. Easy enough. So, as you all are traveling down the high road, after a few hours, you really don't see anything else. The individual in the back that you found, the bandit, is still kind of crying a little bit, moping a little bit as you continue on into the afternoon. The clouds are breaking, sun is shining down. You hear birds chirping as you pass through little alcoves of trees that extend toward the edge of the trail that's ahead of you. But other than that, the afternoon into the evening, is there anything you guys would like to discuss along this leg of the journey?
I want to ask the bandit more about the shadow daggers. About what he can tell us about this small little ragtag group of bandits.
He kind of lifts his head and like you see like his hair is kind of like down to his eyes and he like flicks it aside and he says, "Oh, you mean the Shadow Blades? They I'm not sure where they came from. I think they might have broken off of a larger faction, maybe, and decided to venture out on their own. I tried to stay away from them as much as I could, but unfortunately, they seemed to gain some money by doing things, and I needed to provide for my family. So I joined them with the only intent of gaining enough money and coin to support my family and get us away from Phandalin. It's hard times. I just miss my family. I don't know too much else about them. I think they commandeered an old abandoned tavern in Phandalin. They really don't do much, I guess, with the town, which I guess I think that's good. It helped me kind of disassociate from them being what they are. But that's really all that I know.
Can you tell me if there's any identifying greetings or symbols, any way we can present ourselves to them without arising suspicion? Make it seem like we're one of them?
Well, well, there's only a decent, not too many. I'd say maybe like in the teens, maybe. So everyone kind of knows each other. But I do have this that they gave me, and he'll reach into his like chest coat little interior pocket, and he will let's see, where is it? And he'll show you a small little token that looks like this. And that is now in all of your symboled pin of it's like it's kind of like a pin, but it doesn't have the back to it, of the Shadow Blades. It's about the size that can fit in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to say.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to discuss or ask questions about or whatnot?
No, Rimple is going to be in the back, still keeping an eye on him, making sure he makes no sudden movements.
Yeah, he's kind of gathering that. He really doesn't have anywhere to go, and he's still pretty mopey, so his movements are pretty sluggish anyway. Galen,
Alright.
is there anything you would like to throw in? If you are speaking, your mic is muted.
Did
I'll
Galen
just
call
pass
off
him
the
one of
cart?
the last. I'll just pass him one of the last two of my good berry.
Okay, he reaches out to shaking hand, and as he's doing it, he looks over at Rimple, and then looks over at Aster, and just his hand shakes a little more, and he's like nervous to take it. But as they drop in his hand, he pulls it back, and he pops one, and says, "Thank you. You have been kind. I am really sorry. It's just one of our tasks that we had to do. I wasn't trying to kill anybody. It's hard out here."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right. And Aster will just kind of look down at him and just shake his head. And, yeah. Then as you all continue on further into the evening, almost about time to make camp, you see a light in the distance on the road, coming off from the left side of the road. As you get closer, you see another cart that's pulled by a single oxen, sitting on the side of the road. And it's kind of dark outside. It's getting to be that, like 6, 7. Sun has just gone down. And I will take you over to what you all see. Yes, if you all can see that.
Yeah, we can. Or
Yeah.
Yep.
As you approach this cart with oxen, you see a little alcove in the path between like a what's a little cliffside. See a little alcove coming around the corner. You see lights lit up at the edge of a shrine of an elven, a statue of an elven woman with her hands crossed in front of her, smiling down at anything that is in front of her. And additionally, you notice standing in front of the shrine is a middle-aged woman, well, maybe like 30s, female human, fair skin, disheveled blonde hair, wearing some traveling clothes. And beside her, you see a smaller female human, with some dirty blonde curls, just looking at the statue, huddled kind of close together. Is there anything y'all would like to do? Or would you like to keep moving?
Hey!
Can I roll
What's up?
religion to see if I know?
The statue? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
10.
You're not sure, but this looks like a goddess of some sort. Fair enough. It looks familiar though. You would know, but it's just escaping you at the minute. Rimple, as you yell out, the mother kind of whips her head over her shoulder a little bit, seeming to not have heard the cart pull up, and just kind of grabs hold of her daughter and brings her in close and says, we don't have any money.
Money?
Please, we're just trying to get to Neverwinter.
Can I do an insight check on them?
Yes, go ahead.
All right.
You see the daughter kind of clasp hold of her mother around the waist.
Guys, I totally believe them. Oh, already a banger start to the session.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, essentially you kind of take them at face value, what they're saying, and they just kind of like stand together. Let me give them a little turn here. Little turn. As they look, they're kind of cuddled together. And they say, please, we're just traveling. We don't want no trouble.
Galen, you're the nice one. Do you want to go talk to them?
Sure. I'll pull the horses off to the side of the road, a little closer to their cart. And as I'm climbing out of ours, I'll just kind of do a once over on their cart.
Okay.
To see what they might be. What kind of role do you want for that, if anything?
Oh my gosh, stop moving. Investigation? Please?
12.
Okay, so looking in their cart, kind of like doing a little once over of their cart. You notice little knapsack in there as well. Little small boxes of clothes. Little mementos that you see in there, like a picture frame with a picture of a mother, a male, a female, and then a child. It's like a mother, father, and a child.
Okay. I'll go ahead and finish dismounting from the wagon.
Okay.
From my lower vantage point, I wouldn't have been able to see anything.
Yeah.
And I'll walk out to about here and ask what they're doing in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the road. here at the shrine.
Now, we're just about to stop for the night, and we thought we'd pray to Mora, for safe travel up to Neverwinter. Are you going to rob us? We really don't have anything.
No, we're on a business trip of sorts, making a delivery to Phandelver.
Ah. I would be careful. It's not a good place. It takes everything from you.
I look back at the party.
What did they say?
And she kind of yells out, because it looks like, are you guys jumping back in the cart and about to leave? Or, any more conversation?
I was looking back at the party to see if anyone else wanted to talk.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, what do they want? I mean, they said they're broken down. Do we help them? I mean, I don't want to get swindled again.
Let's try and offer them a little help. If they try anything, we'll punch them in the face.
All right,
Oh,
sounds like a plan to me.
they're broken down?
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, by looking at it, it's just a cart pulled by an oxen, looks fully intact.
Oh, okay.
Just
So
parked, dismounted.
What's that?
What I will do is I am going to walk up to about here.
And the daughter
I will-
grabs hold of the mother a little tighter.
What I do is I ask the mother, do you know how to handle a sword?
I know which end to hold. I haven't
Trying to
really
think.
had use for a sword. My husband usually protected us if we needed it, which we never used to.
Where's your husband now?
And the daughter you'll see the daughter kind of tear up, and the mother take a deep breath. He's not with us anymore.
I stop her and say, you need say no more. What I will do is, let's see, how many do I have? I'm checking my inventory because I do want to leave them a little something to defend themselves in case they need. What I will go ahead and do is I will lay my longsword on the ground where I am and simply say, be careful, and then walk back to the party.
And the mother will kind of yell after you, kind of like say, thank you. I hope I don't have to use it, but thank you. You said you're headed to Phandalin.
Yes.
Well, if you haven't been before, the Stonehill Inn has a very nice owner, and he usually has rooms available. Try to keep the night chill away. And the daughter kind of pipes up a little bit and says, "Yeah, he's got a son. His name is Pip. He was one of my best friends. I miss him. Him and Cobb. We all were such good friends. Mummy, I miss them." And the mother says, Now, dear. It's alright. We'll be in Neverwinter soon. Be away from that dreadful place. took your father. And they kind of just like embrace each other a little bit.
I say, I'm truly sorry for your loss, and then walk back to the cart and get back in.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion for the mom.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna motion for the mom to come away from the daughter just a couple feet. And in a whisper, try to ask, what happened.
Go sit by the shrine, dearie. We have to talk to this man, and then we'll be on our way. Yes, Mama. And she steps over here. She picks up the long sword and just kind of like the heft of it just kind of pulls her shoulder down a little bit. She kind of drags the tip across the ground behind her. And she says, yes?
What happened? You're fleeing Phandelver.
My husband, Josiah, he was doing some work, looking into something. I'm not sure what it was, he wouldn't mention. But he was working with the black swords. They asked him to go find something, and he never returned. He mentioned it would set our family up for life, and we could move to a big city, maybe Baldur's Gate, and live a life that we wanted. Now we'll suffer in Neverwinter. Probably in the Chasm District. And she'll kind of lower her eyes to the ground.
Let's see.
I'm gonna call up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Can I use my psionic mind to talk to the entire party since they're all within range, or can it only be like one character?
What does it say?
I want to ask if we possibly
No, I mean, what
killed
does
her
the spell say, or what does the feature say?
Let's see. Features and traits. You can send telepathic message, to any creature you see within 30 feet of you. Any language the creature, it needs to understand at least one language to...
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and speak to the party. What are you going to say?
I use my psionic mind and ask everyone, do you think we killed her husband?
No, this is something that happened in a town we haven't been to.
Oh, okay.
Where did they, I'm pretty sure Galen told us, so like, have you asked what was in that, that freaky deaky shrine that killed her husband?
You're asking Galen?
Yeah, I'm asking Galen, or does it, alright, so how do you rule telepathy in your games, Vito?
You can speak back to the person that spoke to you.
Okay. Oh, never mind then. So I told the Dragonborn. So, like, what do we do? Do we, like, help them or something?
What can we do?
I'm gonna tell the Dragonborn I think the longsword is too heavy for her, and tell him where I stowed my scimitar.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and take the longsword from her and then hand her the scimitar instead.
She'll thank you again. Still a little concern in her eyes with seeing all of you show up, but a little more at ease than she was.
And then we'll pull out 2 gold and hand it to her, And then I will pull out my last good berry and wrap it in a piece of cloth with 50 silver and make an offering at the shrine.
Roll me a religion check.
$13.
13. As you lay your offering down and get a closer look, you recognize this as the goddess Tamura,
Okay.
the goddess of luck. Yes. And for that, Galen, you feel a little bit of warmth spread across your body as you feel like you could do anything at some point that you wish. Have an inspiration. You have been inspired and blessed by Tamura, so you have an inspiration token that you may use whenever you wish.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tell her that the 2 gold should help her once she arrives.
It's very kind. It's a lot. It'll get us through a little while. I hope to find work when we get to the city. Thank you. Just be careful. And the daughter sees you hand the mother the money, and she like grabs like the side of her dress, and like the mother leans down and the daughter whispers something, and she kind of nods her head and says, "Go ahead, dear, we told them about the Stonehill Inn. You can go ahead and tell them." And the daughter kind of like pipes up just a little bit with a shaky voice and says, "Pip and I used to play around the library. They had a lot of good picture books. He might be there. If you see him looking for me, tell him I'm sorry that I had to leave."
Okay.
And she kind of tears up a little bit, and her mother kind of like grabs hold of her shoulder, reaches her arm around her shoulder, and kind of like pulls her in a little bit, and kind of quells her a little bit and coos at her to soothe her.
I'll go ahead and make the climb back up into the wagon.
And the mother and the daughter will turn back around toward the shrine and bow their heads again as they continue to pray for a little while before they head out to go try to find somewhere or just push through wherever they're headed.
Mm-hmm.
So, are y'all pushing forward now?
I'm ready.
Might as well.
Okay. As you leave the scene of the shrine of Tamura and the mother and daughter that were on their way away from Phandalin, you head down the trail just a little while, another hour or so, before you find it's getting pretty dark and it's probably time to bed down for the evening. Would you guys like to find a place to camp, or would you like to try to push through the night? It is up to you all.
I'll leave it to the party. I'm fine either way.
I'm fine. I mean, I'm fine either way. So, I'm on the same boat as you are.
Galen's driving.
I kind of need a rest, but
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a rest then.
Okay. Would someone like to make me a survival check?
I'll do it. I'll be the first roll. Alright, hang on. Survival. Please be good. You motherfucker. 9.
It takes you a little while, a little longer than you expected, but you do find, you travel on an extra like 20 minutes or so, and you're like, oh, wait, I think that might be a good place to camp. And just off the beaten path is, a little alcove of trees, similar to what, you had the night before. But you find a place just off the beaten path to bed down for the night. As you all would like, let me throw you over here. And you can place your tokens wherever you would like. You set up a campfire for the evening. Pitch some tents, I guess, since you have tents apparently. Unload the wagon
Why
with a
wouldn't
few
we? We're
boxes.
adventurers.
You're right, exactly. That's my thoughts.
Yep, we have those tents from Harry Potter.
Yep. Yep. So, are you guys all sleeping, or is someone taking watch? How would you like to play it?
I would actually like to cook. It's the second night of travel,
Okay.
the halfway point.
Yeah.
I'll go
me-
ahead
it's-
and
Go ahead.
do a roll an investigation check to kind of explore the area around.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me investigation. You have dark vision, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll use a torch. I'll use a torch though.
Okay.
Bring a torch with me.
As you kind of look around, you don't see much other than some dead trees, some living trees. You don't see any animals. I guess it sounds quiet. You really don't hear anything or see anything that could arouse suspicion. I guess it seems like y'all are okay to your investigation of the area. Galen, you said you wanted to cook?
Yeah, it's just a kind of a simple stew: meat, potatoes, some vegetables
Okay.
that I bought from the inn.
All right. Spend the next hour or so cooking over the fire, searing a little bit of the meat, getting the potatoes down to nice and soft. And you feed the party. As you all are being fed by the hospitality of Galen. Is there anything y'all would like to do or discuss or talk about?
I'll say if
Before-
you guys want to get some rest, I'll go ahead and keep an eye out for a little bit.
Alright.
I only had food for 4 people, so I'm serving out to the people of the party, and then the 4th bowl I hand over to our friend.
Thank you. It's nice to have something cooked by someone it seems that cares. So thank you. What is your name? I never got it. If I can ask. And he kind of like side glances over at Aster, who kind of gives him a little bit of a death stare, and then this bandit kind of looks down at the ground a little bit.
Unless you guys stop me, I'm introducing all of you. But if you're okay with that, I'm doing it.
I'll simply just raise my hand and say Viha.
Okay.
I'm LeBron. You can call me LeBron.
Hello, LeBron. Hello, Viha. And Aster says, I am Astor. And he goes, yes, sir. You're Astor. It's my sincere pleasure to meet you as well. And he looks over at Galen. Says, my name is Tracy. That's it. Hello, everyone. This is so weird. Am I like a prisoner, or am I like just a riding mate? I don't know how to feel. And he's kind of like doesn't know how to take like any of the interactions that have happened today.
Well, currently you're on our side, so you're our friend.
As long as you don't try anything, you're safe.
I wouldn't think of it. And he'll kind of tear up a little bit, and he'll see some like snot come out of his nose. My other friends are dead. So it'd be nice to have some living friends, I guess.
One of them got sent to Neverwinter.
She did? I was a little busy trying not to fall. I hope I can meet her again. And he kind of pipes up just a little bit, perks up a little bit. And he thanks you sincerely that you sent her away and didn't kill her. Because the last that he saw was her laying on the ground.
I am going to go ahead and cast Goodberry.
Okay.
And divvy it up 2, 4, 6, 8. 9. So you all have 2 berries. The bandit guy has 1, and I'll take the remainder.
Okay.
Great.
Easy enough.
If you don't want to track them on your inventory sheet, if you click your character token, there are 3 bubbles that pop up. One is your health bar. The other 2 you can just use to track anything.
Yeah, I got that.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I'll just get up and I'll walk out and just kind of stare off into the distance.
All right. So is there anyone else staying up with him, or y'all just gonna crack out?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay up with him. I don't know who wants to do the first watch.
I'll do first watch.
All right, then I'll do second watch.
Okay. Does anyone want to stay awake with Viha? You don't have to if you don't want to. Aster
tell
will if no
Aster-
one wants to.
Yeah, tell Aster he should probably take the first.
Okay. Aster just nods. Says, very well. All right. Rimple and Galen, and also Aster will make make Tracy stay up as well. Actually, let me give you access. This is Tracy. If I can show it to you.
Nope.
You just got to go to bio and info.
Okay.
And you'll see a picture of Tracy.
Yep. Let's see, Tracy.
Yes.
Who did not wait? What?
I don't see it. It brought up a character
It brought up
sheet.
the character mancer.
So beside that, you should be able to click on bio and info. Little tabs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Been on the high road, trying to make it.
Should be in all of your player journals now that you can see.
Yeah, I see them.
Okay. Easy enough.
Sorry, the character mancer probably threw us off. It's like,
Yeah, so I was gonna make him as a handout, but that he's like an NPC. I decided to make him a character, so it kind of pulls that up first. You just have to remember to click on bio and info to get the deets that you would like.
right.
Yes. So, Rimple and Galen bed down for the night. If y'all would like to throw yourself in a tent or wherever you would like to be sleeping, that would be nice.
Get my sleeping bag, dagger on the pillow. Good night, everybody.
Where is the wagon?
It's off to the side somewhere.
Cool.
Would you like me to port it over?
Nah, it's cool.
Okay. Because I can.
We'll put it in between the. We'll put it between the tents.
Okay, let me grab it, just so I can let y'all do that. Because I did not think about bringing that over.
Well, that's good, because that means you didn't think about the bandits stealing our ride in the middle of the night.
Well, now I have.
Now I have. Don't give him ideas, Galen.
Okay, where would you like it? Just ping me where you want to put it.
Just up here, out of the way, near.
Where you are?
Yeah, basically where the.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sleep on it.
Okay, let me. Okay, that's by a cliff, by the way.
Oh. Okay, that's not where I want it.
A little tiny dip. It's not like a cliff. There's just like a ditch.
I legitimately can only see the sphere of light.
Correct.
Yeah. So just over here, park next to this tent then.
Okay. Easy enough. Yeah, the horses, you feed the horses and everything, and they're kind of just chilling.
You've seen me pull out dry tack.
Okay.
You'll see me pull out dry tack and eat rations instead of the stew.
Okay. Easy enough.
And then I will fall asleep.
Okay. Aster will walk over here. Tracy will go over here. And then I need Aster, Viha, and Tracy to make a perception check for me, please.
Ah, you bastard.
Okay. And Aster is going to make a perception check.
Oh, I hit investigation, not perception. Did I?
No, you got it.
Twice.
Oh, yeah, perception. I saw
Yeah,
the
you got
first
perception.
one. Yeah, it took a little bit for my thing to refresh.
Why is... Oh, that's why. The song keeps restarting. Why? What? Why is it doing that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. Ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm just still getting used to this music here, trying to figure out what's what. Anyway, alright, so as Rimple and Galen bed down for the night, Aster, Viha, and Tracy stay up. Viha, is there anything you'd like to talk to Tracy about or do in your little bit of downtime while you're on watch?
No, I just kind of take this time to keep an eye out for things and just kind of doing my thoughts.
Okay. Okay, easy enough. So, let me do that. Do this. All right. Good enough. Bear with me. Rolling some dice. Okay. So, Viha, as you're kind of pacing around the perimeter, so is Tracy. Aster kind of flies up a little bit, and then settles down near where you are and puts his finger to his mouth and says, "Shh." And he says, "Do you hear that?" And now that he's pointed it out, you hear flapping of like wings coming closer to the camp. And you listen, and you can just see coming off from over in this direction. A little, let's see how far you can see. Sorry, I gotta see how far. Okay, making sure it's directly in your vision here. Coming into your light of vision, you see a small creature fluttering with a large proboscis and skin-like wings just kind of fluttering your guys' direction. And I need y'all to roll for initiative. Don't forget to click your token.
Oh.
Okay, you got it.
I forgot to click my token.
No, hang on. Shoot. Let me add turns here.
I didn't forget to click my token. I was just
No,
in
it was
can and
me.
move instead of.
Yeah, no, it was.
Damn, that was a good initiative too. That's an even better one. I'll take it.
No, we're gonna take your first one.
Okay, it's 15. Still good.
Okay. Aster got a 3. Rumple got a 19. Healing got a 5. And then let me add Tracy.
Galen got a 10.
Okay. I'll adjust it. I don't know why it said 5. Let's see. Add turn. Aster got a 3. He got 15. And Galen got a 10. Sending.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got a 5.
That's so weird. That might have been from last. Oh, I never ended. Oh, I didn't remove all. Okay, I didn't clear the list from the last combat y'all had.
Oh, okay.
Now I know to do that. Okay, sorry.
I've seen Aster twice. I see Aster Gale and then Aster at the bottom.
Okay. There we go. And then let me. Okay, and then they. Rolly.
How do you do people asleep? Do you do surprise rounds?
Yeah, I mean, if someone in your party, so you'll basically go off your passive perception off of how they came in, if you see them or not. But you are asleep, so it's disadvantage on perception. You can either wake up by the sound of fighting, which I'll allow, or someone can yell out that there's something. And then also, Aster notices another one to the north. Let's see. Keep having a check and see how far Aster can see. Okay, Aster can see things. Aster yells out before combat starts that they're all around us. And then coming in, as your eyes are on the one over to the east, Viha, one kind of pokes out of a bush right beside you. I think that's turn order there. Top of the round, Rimple, hearing Aster yell out that there's something all around us. You're kind of woken up. What would you like to do? I cannot hear you talking if you are talking. Oh, I'm sorry. Rimple. It's Rimple, not Galen. Is Rimple back?
Yeah, I'm back. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Hang on.
I don't know what I was looking at.
Sorry. I was dealing with a hairball situation for my cat.
You're good.
That's why he wrote initiative for me. Anyway,
Wait,
can I?
you have not rolled initiative yet, huh? I did
You
not
told
roll.
me I did.
No.
That
That was from yeah. Let me remove it.
All right.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Hang on.
Sorry, you're
Hang
good.
on.
You're good.
Watch
we
me
got
be
time.
last. All right. Hang on.
We got the time. I did not see it.
Click.
We're over to roll 20.
I didn't roll it yet.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
No, I rolled it. 11.
Okay.
Oh.
What is their dex? Yep, they're gonna go first. This one here is going to have heard Aster, and it is going to fly to here and make its way in that general direction toward Aster. This one here is going to fly right here towards Rimple. And this one's going to fly towards Rimple. This one here is going to stay where it's at, near Galen. There's one down here that is going to fly 10 feet towards Aster. This one here is going to stay where it's at, near Viha. And this one here is going to fly 10 feet in this direction. The two by Rimple are going to reach down and attempt. You see, if anyone were looking, a proboscis extends from the beginning of their mouth, and it's going to attempt to stick itself into Rimple. Why is it going twice? So weird. We'll go with 6. I don't know why it's doubling up for everything. A 6 does not hit you. The next one will do the exact same thing. Keeps doubling up. You guys can't see that, but I can see that. Yeah. For the second one is a 22. I assume that will hit. And then it will do... Why the heck is it double rolling? I'm getting irritated.
There's a way to go into your settings. I'm looking right now. Dice options. Are you rolling in Roll20 or D&D Beyond?
And D&D Beyond.
Okay. Press and hold anywhere on any dice roll, and you should get a toggle window that says roll with advantage or not, and you can just check,
Oh my
uncheck,
gosh.
roll
What
with
the
advantage.
heck is going on with this? It's not rolling with advantage. It's literally just rolling 2 separate times. I'll just have to keep an eye on the first one. Okay, so it does 6 points of piercing damage to Rimple. And it attaches itself to Rimple. Rimple. Okay. Still. Okay. And then the one by Galen will attempt to do the same thing to Galen. And we'll say that you both were woken up, though you're not unconscious, so it's not disadvantage. So, or not at advantage, or whatever. Okay. Anyway, it is going to attempt a blood drain with an 8 to hit you, Galen. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. And then to Viha, it will do the same thing. Attempt to stab at you. Its wings will flutter in your face as it tries to probe its proboscis into your tough exterior skin for a 16 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. All right, and that's gonna do 7 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Yes, and it
That's
is
not
now
feel good.
stuck against you. That is all of their turns. Now, Tracy will look over and kind of run over across from Galen and say, I don't have anything to fight these things. And he'll just like take his hand and like swat out at it. Let's see. He's gonna give it a try. Let's see. Or yep, that'll hit. And unarmed. He has the same stats. Strike. Yeah, this will come to all of you. That's fine. +1. He'll do 2 damage of smacky damage as he slaps this creature out of the air, and it pushes the creature over here, and the creature just like implodes on itself as he just smacks it out of the air, and he's got like goo on his hand. He's like, ugh, and he kind of brushes his hand, and he'll begin to move down to here, and that is the end of his turn. Viha, you are up. Rimple, you are on deck.
All right. Can I want to try and rip it out, rip its proboscis out of me,
Okay.
and then swing my longsword at it, one-handed.
So
Or would that be too different?
yeah, it's attached to you. You can attempt to pull it off of you, or you can just swing at it when it's attached to you, but they would be 2 different actions to attempt.
Okay, I'll just swing at it one-handed longsword.
Okay. Give me a that. You swing and it pushes itself against the front of your face, and you just miss as the blade careens by your vision that is obscured by the body of this fleshy flying creature just sucking blood out of your hardened skin. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I want to yell at the party, draw them in, try and take them all out at once.
Okay. Easy enough. Rimple, you are up. Galen, you are on deck.
Okay.
Okay. Galen, go ahead and take your turn. We'll come back to Rimple.
Okay. I'm kind of outside in the dim light, and I think everyone could probably use a little bit more light. I'm going to use prestidigitation on the campfire to double its radius.
Okay. So how far is that doing?
It's just if you imagine half the campfire light being bright light and then the other half being dim, now it's all bright light.
Okay, let me. Nope.
It doesn't actually provide anything other than story. Like, you don't need to do anything with the effect or anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it
'Cause I
doesn't. It's not
can.
going to provide any kind of advantage or anything.
Well, it might. There you go. Do you see it now?
Oh shit! Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a little bit.
Now I can see this.
All right.
I do like it.
Hey, we make it happen. All right. Anything else?
I'm still in the wagon, and I'm gonna tell Tracy to come back to the wagon. I'm gonna start rummaging
just
through
there.
and trying to find him a weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to start. I'm gonna use the rest of my action to rummage and try to find the other cemetery.
Okay. Easy enough. You'll find something either on their turn or your turn. It'll most likely be on their turn if they can get to you, and they can use their action to take it from you. But yeah, you'll take the rest of the turn order to try to find something. Rimple, are you back? Okay. Aster is going to look at these creatures.
Hang on.
Oh,
I'm back.
okay.
I was muted.
I got you.
All right.
So Rimple, you're up.
You guys. Yep. Okay. Rimple is going to scream again, going, "Oh, what the fuck!" And he's just gonna stand up and go, "Get the hell off me!" And then take his rapier and just like slash at the one that's attached to me.
Okay. Yep, this one right here.
Yep. That is a 23.
That will hit.
All right, and it's gonna do 10 slashing or piercing. Yeah, piercing damage.
Okay. 10 piercing. Yeah, you impale this thing, and it literally it didn't need much. And as you like impale it, it's like a shish kebab across your face, and just pop, the proboscis detaches itself, and it kind of explodes a little bit as it's stuck on the end of your rapier, and then it bloodily just slides off onto the ground. Anything else you like to do?
And then bonus action, take my dagger and stab the next one on me
Okay.
for my 2 weapon fighting. And
Yes.
13.
So that just misses. However, your dagger is what is the minimum amount that you can do with your dagger?
Minimum amount is it's 1d4 plus 3, so 4 damage.
4. Okay, so this is the first time we're using it. This is a glancing blow. So during a glancing blow, as we talked about, it'll do the minimum amount of damage that can do. And this thing, you take your dagger and you slice out, and you just clip it, but you clip it just right where it takes 4 points of slashing damage, and you like chop like its stomach. You like fillet the edge of its stomach, and its innards and blood starts to like pour out. Doesn't look like its blood. It might be another creature's blood. Kind of like pours out, and it is now dead, and it just flutters to the ground.
Alright, I only have 10 feet of movement. This sucks.
Yes.
Everything. I can't hide behind anything. Alright, I'm gonna start going. Going. You suck. You suck. And then move there. That ends my turn.
Okay. Easy enough. You suck. You suck.
I was trying to.
Moving
I
here.
was. Yeah, I know. I was trying to find place, but none of them I can't crouch under. This sucks.
You're good.
I'm out in the open.
Are
Is
these like
everyone stuck in
mosquito
your
bats?
rope?
Essentially, they kind of look like
The-
mosquito bats. Yes.
Yeah, I wonder where he got those. Wink. Anyway.
I made these myself. So
anything-
Aster. Oh, anything else you like to do?
Oh no, that's all I can do.
Okay, got it. Aster is going to say, "I hate these things" in a thick Eastern European accent, and he is going to look over at this one to the east, and he is going to walk over here, and he is going to take his dagger, and he is going to attempt to slash out at it. That's a natural 20. We'll just say, for the simple fact, that is going to destroy it. He slashes this thing out of the air, and like his blade is sharp, but it's dull enough that it like cuts in, but then drags and catches. So as he's swinging, you see it kind of cut in a little bit of blood spurt, and it's basically like a slingshot, like one of those things you throw with your dog, like to throw like a ball, those little throwing sticks. He kind of does that with the this creature, and it just flies off the end of his blade about 10 feet away. And then he'll spend the last bit of his movement and use his 2-weapon fighting, his other dagger, and he will slash at this one here. And that is gonna be a 13. And that is another glancing blow. So that is, yeah, he does 4 points of damage as he takes his dagger, and he just like looks at Viha, shakes his head, and just plunges the dagger directly in the middle of this creature that's like attached to Viha. And it will now be dead. And then after that, it is the Sturge's turn, or these creatures, it's their turn. There is only a couple left. One will fly towards Tracy. The other one will fly towards Rimple. And that is all they can do. Tracy's turn. Viha, you're on deck. Tracy will move right here next to the cart. He will reach out a hand, and he'll say, come on, come on, come on. Reach out to Galen. And Galen, what are you handing him?
One of the scimitars that Asker looted.
Okay, so
I assume it will
like
probably
his
be.
scimitar.
Yeah.
You gave him his weapon back. Okay, perfect. He says, thanks. And he turns around and he looks at everyone, and that's the end of his turn. He can't go any further. Viha, you're up. Rimple, you're on deck.
Yeah, I want to move. I go over to the bat skeeto thing
Yep.
and do a one-handed longsword swing.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see it. That's gonna hit.
And one-handed.
Okay. It'll do, as you swing your long sword out, you slice directly through this thing, and between the top and the bottom half, you slice through and you're not sure you did anything, but it starts to flutter and like rotate 90 degrees and start to fall, and then each side of its body will like separate and just flutter in different directions as it lands with a sickening thud on the ground. in front of you.
And then let's see. With the bonus action, could I use that to throw a dagger at the last remaining one?
Do you have 2-weapon fighting?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Hit actions, and then we'll go dagger.
That's gonna hit. Excuse me.
All right.
Taking a look at this creature that thud on the ground in front of you, you kind of get a little grossed out. You grab a dagger from your hilt and you just underhand flick in the direction that this last creature is, and it impacts like just below the head, and like it clips off a bit of the proboscis and impacts, and it just sticks it, and it expires, and the dagger keeps moving, and it goes to about here, and it skids along the ground and it is dead. And you all are now out of combat.
Oh man, well, I was gonna say on my next turn, I was going to try to minor illusion a fat piglet, like try to distract them.
Right.
But unfortunately, minor illusion, it's only for objects. Boo.
Hey, it's something cool. You never know. Rule of cool might have taken over.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go. Well, fuck these things.
I put my hand over my wound and go, well, that sucked.
Yeah, it did.
But
I'm going to go back to bed and be like, I'm gonna like wipe the blood guts and all like the hibiscuses off my blanket, do the little shaky thing with the sleeping bag.
Yep.
And then just go, wake me up in an hour, and I conk out again.
Perfect. Tracy is going to begin to walk back over to the fire, but Aster is going to stop him, hold out his hand, and then like Tracy's gonna, his shoulders are gonna dip, and his head's gonna go down, and he's just gonna lift up the scimitar. Aster will grab it out of his hand, walk back to the cart, and place it back into the cart next to Galen. And then Tracy will sit on the stump, and Aster will stay awake. Galen, are you going back to sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the one I threw the dagger at and just kind of pick the dagger back up. Or take the dagger out of it.
Okay. Yep, you grab your dagger back. So Aster, Viha, and Tracy, you guys spend the rest of your watch kind of on edge because of this weird mosquito bat attack. But the rest of your watch finishes, and it's time to wake up the rest of them. The other two.
Vito, since I was doing nothing for an hour, can I consider that a short rest?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I know about the good berries, but I'm pulling them off on them.
Yeah,
So
that's
hang
fine.
on, let me do my short
Do what
rest
you wanna do.
first.
Yeah, we'll say that hour got you a short rest. It's fine.
Ooh, back to full.
Nice. Nice.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm up. Ah.
Tracy goes and lays down. Aster, you're stuck with a cart. Okay. Aster goes and puddles just out of view a little bit. He can keep an eye on Tracy. And
I'm going to tell him to jump up in the cart.
Tracy?
No. Aster.
Okay.
He'll be able to watch Tracy from there, but he'll also be able to ensure that nothing runs off with the cart.
Okay. Easy enough.
You can go ahead and head into the tent here and lay down.
Okay. Easy enough.
As he climbs up, I'm going to climb down the other side, and I'm going to cast sleep on him. I understand that the good berry was cast before I rest, so that's fine. It fell off, but the sleep actually will eat a spell slot for tomorrow because I'm not getting rest after this.
Okay.
So, but I cast sleep on him, so he gets another good night's sleep.
Well, the thing is, the way I run this, like if something happens in the middle of the night, as long as like you got some sleep, and you get to morning, you're gonna get a long rest. It's just I'm not a fan of you get attacked at night and no one gets a long rest because they were woken up. So you'll still get a long rest.
Right, but my long rest concludes now.
No, your
your
long rest will conclude when everyone wakes up in the morning. That's how I run it.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it's not right now. It'll be after all the watches are complete is when everyone will get a long rest. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. All right, Rimple and Galen, can I both have you make perception checks, please?
$15.
Okay.
20.
Galen, 20. All right. So yeah, you guys are a little on edge for the rest of the evening, or the rest of the morning anyway, as Aster, Viha, and Tracy are napping or trying to get their rest in for the night. Is there anything that either of you would like to do, either on your own or together, during this portion of your watch?
Probably clean the blood off my blade with like a rag I probably have. Just wiping the blood.
Okay. Easy enough. Yeah. You spent a little bit of time cleaning the blood off your blade. You're not really sure whose blood it actually is?
No, this was from the mosquitoes.
Yeah, so the blood you got from
the
blood you got from them, it could either, you're not sure if it was theirs or if it was one of their other prey.
No.
Yeah. It could be yours. You know, a little bit of yours.
Guys, I don't want to get West Nile. I'm wiping the shit off.
It is now a poisoned blade.
Right. If only.
Is there any way to... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was coughing. I was clearing my throat.
Oh. Is there any way to snap one of the things off?
The proboscis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a, I will say either animal handling or, survival check.
If I help him, can he get advantage? Because I'm proficient in it.
Yes. And also, just as a rule of things that I do, you don't have to be proficient in something to assist someone.
Oh, okay.
22 and a 21.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of glean where the edge of the proboscis connects into like the gullet of this creature, and you carefully carve your way around it to get to like the end of the proboscis. So it's a fully intact sturge proboscis.
Okay.
A little bloody.
Aside from that, I'm just gonna whittle on my time.
Okay. What are you trying to whittle?
Just
the party
the
again?
stick. The party totem.
Okay.
I'm just kind of working on that.
Just give me a sleight of hand, or performance, whichever you prefer.
Nat 20.
So, learning from your past, not mistakes, but happy accidents with carving. This, you are able to tweak it to look. You can actually gather what these represent. It looks pretty darn good. It could still use a little bit of tweaking, but much better than your first attempt. So well done.
Do I see him carving these things? Is it like out in the open? Are you doing like in secret?
No, not secret, just involved.
Hey, what you doing there?
I'll go ahead and turn it over in the light a little bit, kind of inspect it, and then throw it over to him.
Is this supposed to be me?
I took some artistic liberties.
I mean, it kind of looks like me.
The fact that you were able to pick out which one was you tells you a little bit.
Hey, Rimple ain't the smartest sometimes. Remember, this.
What is this, a camel?
Remember. I mean, it looks like me. You just need like a matching cloak. Oh, hang on. I just go to the edge of the forest and like pick up some leaves, and like wrap the leaf around the neck. There you go. Look at me. I'm the mask of the night. Ooh. And I just toss it back to him.
You say
Good
the
work,
ooh?
kid. I 100% say the ooh.
Perfect. Nice.
I just play like it's like a freaking puppet action figure.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do during your watch?
Not really.
And don't say not be attacked. But
Nah, I'm fine.
granted, the rest of your watch goes uneventful, seeming that most of the sturges in the area had coalesced earlier in the night, and their hive has been decimated by your blades and whatnot. So the light begins to shine as you all begin to wake up or yell for people to get up. A new day is upon you, adventurers.
I'm just gonna cast minor illusion and do the rooster crow.
Aster, Tracy, and Viha hear a rooster crowing as it wakes you up.
Kind of walk out of the tent, stretch out a bit, and gaze around.
Yeah, sun's starting to come up. Aster comes up. Oh my gosh, I keep having to move the cart to get to Aster. Okay. Aster steps down, walks over to where Tracy is inside the edge of the tent, and just like looks at him as he starts to stand up, and then nods, and then begins to assist tearing down camp to begin your last day of travel here.
What? Oh yeah, did we get a long rest? You never said we got a long rest.
Oh, you do get a long rest. Sorry. Yes,
There we
absolutely,
go.
100%. Everyone gets a long rest. I knew I was forgetting something.
I want my one hit die back, please.
Right? All right. So, as you all ready yourselves for the journey ahead and gather up your supplies and roll your bed rolls and put the fire out, gather yourselves in the cart and begin to head forward. And I need Galen to roll me a d20, please.
14.
14. Okay. As the day progresses on, you get about a couple hours into your journey, and you see the road begin to curve a little bit to the west, so to your left, and there's a sign that says Tribor Trail. That's just continuing the road, and you would all recognize that this is part of the. You are on the correct path down the road. It really, the road continues on past that, further down the high road down south, but there is a sign that's leading towards Tribor Trail. Y'all turn down that way or do you keep going south?
Can I do a history check to see where the trail leads? See if I remember if it leads to anywhere significant that may be of value.
South or Tribor Trail?
Tribor Trail.
Yeah, roll me a history check. For sure. Oh, 12. You remember something along the lines of directions that you received in Neverwinter that said High Road and Tribor Trail. You remember hearing the name in some directions that you received. You could have,
Okay.
yeah.
That's not telling me too much, so I'll just kind of leave it to the party which way we head.
Anybody got a coin?
I pull out my my dice and say, evens we go south, odds we go. I pull out a 6-sided dice and say, evens we go south, odds we go west.
Sounds great.
Even. So
Alright.
Which way are you going?
south.
Okay.
Yep.
I think we're supposed to turn left at the fort.
Where are we supposed to turn left? I'm
Here.
not really good at directions.
Can I have Rimple and Galen roll me history checks as well, please? Since you're now discussing it.
16.
Okay.
If we're going purely off of the history roll check, it's 5.
Okay. Galen, you're not quite sure. You mentioned that, but you can't really pinpoint it. Rimple says, I'm kind of bad with directions, but you recall the instructions and directions you received to get to Phandalin was to head south on the high road, take a left on Tribor Trail, and just down that way is Phandalin.
Yeah. What you said, I said to them. Because I forgot. Yeah, basically what you said, I say to them.
I got you.
Okay, so we are supposed to turn left.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what I remember.
You going left?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
try to turn the.
Yeah, easy enough. You take a left after debating a few minutes at the crossroads, and then realizing if you would have gone south, you would have ended up south, away from Phandalin. So, taking a left on Tribor Trail. For the second half of the day, can I have Rimple roll me a d20, please?
That is a huge 6.
Okay. Easy enough. As you begin to travel down the Tribor Trail, the trees begin to spread out a little bit and widen. Fairly similar to the splash page that you're looking at over on Roll20. The sky above you begins to be covered in clouds. The clouds begin to darken a little bit as you hear in the distance a little bit of a little bit of thunder rolling in the distance. And you can see like that curtain of rain off about like almost as far as you can see towards mountains that are in the backdrop, not like the splash page, but they're in the distance. You can see peaked, sharp, jagged mountains, peaked in white, and just in front of that, through the curtain of rain, you see that, and the curtain is beginning to fall off in the distance, and you catch a little whiff of the wind, and it's kind of blowing your way. But as of now, it is not raining. So you travel further along into the day, into the afternoon.
I could pick up the pace if you guys think that's a good idea.
I mean, go for it. If
Yeah,
you do that quicker.
that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
With a 16 for animal handling, I'm going to try to keep them on the trail, but speed up a little bit.
Okay. As you these horses further, about an hour and a half ish into your furied speed push, you see a path that leads off to the right. It looks like a road path, just slightly not as well kempt, a little smaller than the main road you're at, and with I think all of you besides, what's everyone's passive perception?
A big fat 10.
That's what I thought.
16.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to passive what?
Perception.
Perception. I'm trying to find it on my
Yours
sheet.
is 14. It should be on the main page. The main, if you scroll a little bit, I believe. Or you're on a PC.
Yeah.
It should be on the left-hand side, a little box that has passive insight, passive perception, passive insight, passive investigation, I believe, are the three. Should be a 14.
The middle left of the page.
I see passive wisdom, passive intelligence, and then passive wisdom again.
Passive wisdom is your passive
Okay, I see
perception.
perception. Okay, it's
Yes.
in the brackets.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
Sorry. All right.
Oh, no,
So
you're
that's a
fine.
14. So everyone except for Rimble, as you're kind of speeding along, notice a sign that's just like stuck in the ground, not super high, starting to be taken over by weeds a little bit. They're a couple feet high, but you notice like a PH and then some letters as you kind of zoom closer on.
I'll say we stop and check out the sign. Kind of move the weeds out of the way.
Okay.
Would that require
I'll go ahead and-
investigation, or since
we
it's
just-
something as simple as moving weeds?
What'd you say, Galen?
With him pointing out the sign and saying we should stop, I'll go ahead and slow down and pull over.
Okay. Yeah, as you, Viha, you just walk over and shift some weeds aside. You see a sign that says Phandalin, with a little, like the edge of the wood is in the shape of a rough hewn arrow, like a point to it. Phandlin.
All right. I
Phandalin.
gestured to the group and said, "This is it."
Finally.
Walk back to the cart.
Easy enough. So y'all head down that way.
I mean,
I'm giving you options. Probably not the best decision, but hey, we have fun. All right. As you guys begin to head down this trail to the south, you look over your left shoulder and the clouds are kind of still moving, darkening in the direction towards the west. But after a couple hours of travel, you begin to crest over a hill. And in front of you, where are you? Yes. Perfect. In front of you, cresting over a hill, you see a smattering of log cabin, frontier town type buildings scattered in a wide open area. There are trees that kind of surround it. Most of these dwellings that you see are basically one story ish. One story as you start to begin to head into town. In the background, you can see mountains towering and leading off to the to your left in the background. So that would be east. As you enter the town of Phandalin, I'm taking it to a different map. Y'all can see yourselves? Okay, cool. You are not actually that size, just a point of reference. That's just easier to have you guys there. So
Attack of the Giant Gnome. Let's go.
Right. You see a handful of people just walking around in town. It's early afternoon, maybe like mid-afternoon, like 3 o'clock ish. There's a handful of people just walking around up and down the streets that you see. You can see off to your stage. What is that? Right around here. You see a dwarven individual hammering on an anvil. The close part that you see this building here, you see a couple wagons just stored outside of it as you make your way into Phandalin. What are y'all doing?
I suggest we find the nearest pub because I can use a mead.
Let's
Good
drop off
thinking.
these goods first. We might get paid.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh, yeah, we're
call
getting
out
paid.
I'll call out in Dwarven as we drive up past the blacksmith that we have a shipment and that we were sent. And who should we deliver them to?
The dwarf kind of like looks up, wipes some sweat off his brow underneath orange hair, and says, right, you either be looking for Barthen, which you just passed there, and he points behind you, which is here, or you're dropping off at the Lion Shield Costa, which is further down the lane.
Thank you. I'll say in common. I'll go ahead and point to the building behind us and say, let's check in.
That building there. Are you all, so you're parking the cart and you going inside? Want to talk to him?
Yeah, I'll go in with Galen.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to stay out with Tracy.
Okay.
And
And
the goods.
I'll go ahead and deliver the goods.
Okay. Ripple, are you going inside too?
No, first of all, I'll be like, so Tracy, where's this family of yours? I'd love to meet the wife and kids.
They're we kind of live on the outskirts of
We got
Phandalin on the
plenty of
south.
time.
We can definitely go say hello. Actually, I have brought you all to Phandalin as agreed. I thank you for
Yeah.
your friendship. And he kind of like grimaces a little bit, and he says, I'd like to go back to my family. You're more than welcome to say hello or stop by anytime, or if I could help you with anything, let me know.
Why not now? Why not now? Why don't we go see the way? I love to meet your wife and your children. I'd love to meet them. You know, we're friends. You know.
He looks at Aster and just kind of looks, and Aster just kind of shrugs, and you hear Aster say, "Fuck around and find out." And Tracy just kind of nods vehemently, and then he will lead you into town further to the south.
Real quick,
Okay.
I'm going to give a gold coin and a scimitar to Rimple.
Uh-huh.
To
I have a
Rimple?
rapier, but they
Rimple or
I have a
Tracy?
rapier, but they should the scimitar.
To Rimple, who's being escorted by Tracy.
Okay.
So that if he's
Okay.
telling the truth, he's supposed to get his belongings back, and he did get us here. So
Oh,
here's the
okay.
coin.
Very true.
I was like, why are you giving me a scimitar? I have a fucking rapier.
Yeah, and I'll tell him that the coin is to help out if the family, you know, if everything he said is true and he did do his job, then he deserves to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
He thanks you and begins to lead Rimple.
Oh, he doesn't know. I give it to Rimple.
Rimple, yep.
Yep. Do you want me to make
Um,
a sleight of hand so he doesn't notice?
I mean, sure.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't notice.
He doesn't notice. He's just leading you. He's speed walking past everyone to
Oh,
take you to his. He's not trying to
I'm
get
not
away
level
with
2
you.
yet.
He's not trying to get away from you. But as you are following Tracy down to wherever his home may be, Viha is about to go inside to talk to the proprietor of Barthen's Provisions. And Galen, are you staying with the cart, or are you going inside with Viha?
I'm going to stay with Kurt.
As Rimple is taken with Tracy further into Phandalin to go see his family, or lack thereof, we shall see. Viha, you go into Barthen's Provisions, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Galen, you're staying with the cart, and Aster is going to kind of stay with the cart as well. So, jumping into Viha's. So as you walk inside, you see a general store of sorts. Behind the counter, you see a middle-aged man, kind of scruff around the edges, a gaunt face, wearing a bit of a general store owner, like an apron, smock type deal. Around you, you can see wares from for a lot of different things, including a lot of adventuring supplies is basically what you see. And I'm going to share in case you all wanted it. Let's see, Barthen's Provisions, show to players, and that is now. Don't worry about the names at the bottom. It's all in your inventories, so y'all can see that. All right, and from behind the table, behind the counter, you hear, "Yeah, welcome. What can I do you for? Welcome to Barthen's Provisions, but you can call me Elmer."
We brought some supplies. We were ordered to deliver some supplies to you.
Well, let me, what do you got? Let me take a look. I don't remember getting any supplies, ordered, but, we'll take a look.
I'll lead him out to the cart so
Okay.
he can check them out.
Okay, as you are led out, or as you lead him out to the cart, he looks it up and he like smacks one of the boxes. He goes, this seal right here, that's the Lion Shield Coster. You got to take it down there. And he points a little bit further south at a building that I'll show you all here in a minute. And he says, but I'm glad you stopped by, because this cart and these horses, it's me and my brother, well, from another mother. We kind of send carts back and forth. So this is one of them. So I'll take the cart and the horses and just go drop the supplies over at Lion Shield Coster.
All right.
Always
Are
come
you guys
back if you
outside?
want anything. Yep, we're outside. You see this gaunt gentleman with tight hair. Let me give you him for a second here. He is go to players. I should really turn them all into handouts, honestly. Bio and info. He has a kind of mean mug demeanor, but when he speaks, it's all polite and kind and welcoming and friendly.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him that we will return shortly with the cart then, as soon as we've dropped off the goods.
Very well. Always come
And
in.
I kind of give myself, I kind of point to my stature.
Okay. Just bring it back in one piece. I appreciate it. And he turns and walks back inside, and then jumping back over to the map of Phandalin.
The moment we're all waiting for.
So he points here, this building here, if y'all can see it. The in the center of town, you see a wide open like little town square, and then on the other side of that is the building he was pointing to. Now Rimple, following Tracy, as you begin to head down south through Phandalin, heading down there, you see as you pass by the town square, you see a little shrine made of stones, kind of like an altar, stones, and it sits about maybe 5 or 6 feet high in a half circle. In the center, there's like a little offering plate. You notice a few copper in there, and just behind it, there's a little statue that you roll me a history check.
Nope.
You don't recognize the statue at all. And you keep walking. As you begin to go further south into Phandalin, you notice right here there's a sign that says that has like a it's like a sign hanging from like a post that is in the shape of a shield, and it has a lion's head on it. And you notice that.
Ooh.
Across the other side over here, you see one of the nicer buildings in town that you we'll give it to you with your passive perception. You kind of glean that this could probably be like a town master's hall or something. As you walk further down, you see you get to about here, and you notice a sign outside of this building that says Miners Exchange, and on the sign are carved little like it looks like it's kind of carved with, there's little bits of like gems or little bits of rock that are like carved into the sign under Miners Exchange, where they might buy or sell gems or ores or what have you. But as you continue further, just kind of looking at people passing by, they're kind of glancing at you as you walk by. You head all the way down south to about this building.
Okay, I see that building.
Yes, and I don't have an interior for this. I apologize. But
That's
Tracy
okay.
kind of speeds up his step as he gets to this building. And let me get some information here. All right. So anyway, this is Tracy, as you can see. You know that his mom's name is Bill. and his dad's name is Joanne. However, you're not sure what his wife
I
and
love that
kids.
that's canon.
And that, with that, Tracy leads you in, and man, I had this where, anyway, I couldn't find where I wrote that down, but he kind of speed walks up to the door and yells out, "Martha, Martha, I'm back!" And he like opens the door, and right there greeting him is a halfling woman with like auburn hair that kind of bulges out to the side. It's like a kind of like a fro-ish, a little bit of dark skin, with wearing like a frock on the front with like bright yellow and red colors on it. She says, "Geez, Tracy, I didn't know when you'd be home. Are you all right?" And you hear, "Papa!" And a little, you hear footsteps as runs up a little boy, a little young lad, halfling, runs up and hugs Tracy's legs. And they just kind of embrace for a minute as you just kind of watch them.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife kind of looks around his waist and goes, "Who's this then?" And he goes, this is Rimple. No, this is LeBron. This is LeBron. Hang on. This is LeBron. Yeah. We met him on the road. He helped save my life. I can tell you about it later. And he kind of glances down at the kid. And she walks over to you, holds out a hand, and says, "Thank you for bringing him home safe. You're always welcome here."
Yep. Thank you. You got a handsome little lad there. I just let you know that you have an honest working husband at your side. And he goes like, "Oh, for your troubles." And he hands him back the scimitar, and instead of 1 gold, he gives him 3 gold.
Okay.
Here you go. And hopefully, one of these days, our paths will cross again. And then he goes, "Nice meeting you, ma'am. Kid." And he gives the wink to the kid. And he walks off back to the tavern.
The kid giggles as you walk away and just keeps hugging his dad. You walk back to the town.
As walking back up the dirt road,
You can move your token if you'd like.
Okay. As he stops halfway and he looks back and suddenly he has like a sign of like a sad look over his face, and he goes into his pocket, and the other players don't know, but he takes out like this old tiny 1800s photograph, and you see just this gnome family, and you see Gnome like a little tear come down his left eye, but he like rubs it off and puts it back into his under his clothes and meets up with the others.
Enough. About this time, we'll say that Galen and Viha were about at the town square, heading down with the wagon to Lion Shield Coster, which is here. Looking at the town square, there's a few people just walking around, but Galen, you notice, and Viha, you also notice this shrine that it looks like, and you notice a little statuette figurine that's kind of behind the offering plate that has a few copper in it, that looks like the same statue that you passed along the road on the high road. This looks like it's maybe a shrine to Tamura.
And that's Lady Luck, right?
Yes, goddess of luck.
Okay.
I go ahead and toss in 5 silver because I'm feeling generous.
Oh, very nice of you. And at the clink of the silver, out of this building here, kind of walks in your direction. You see a about 6 foot tall female elf, draped in blue garb, blue vestments, with a very fair face and just a look of oblivious happiness, I guess, to her. And she looks like this. Oh man, always have to go back to bio and info.
That's okay.
I'll fix it. That is what she looks like. And she comes around the corner toward you guys and says, may tomorrow's luck be with you. Thank you. And she kind of looks off a little listfully. And just kind of wanders around the square just a little bit. Right. And you guys continue on towards a Lion Shield Coster. You see, same thing Rimple saw. Is this little building just outside the building? There's a sign hanging that is the shape of a shield and has a lion's head on it. It would be the Lion Shield Coster.
I'll go ahead and go in.
Okay, Galen, are you going in? Rimple, you going in?
Yep. Yep, going in too.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Turns out he did have a family.
Good.
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 So, you all... Let me just get rid of Aster. So, heading inside... Let me just get this real quick. Okay, heading inside, you see a large open area storefront. You see there's shelves that are lining the edges, fireplace to your left as you walk in. There's tables laid out that have wares, and you see little price tags on them. And it just seems to be like not quite adventuring supplies, but more towards like weaponry, tools, things in that nature. You see behind the bar, you see an individual with like short brown hair, fairly young, maybe like early 20s. And as you walk in, she says, welcome to the Lion Shield Coster. How can I help you? Like a throwaway, floaty kind of answer.
We're here to deliver some supplies you ordered.
Ah, from Neverwinter.
Yes.
Ah, good. Any trouble on the road?
Came across some bandits.
How are the goods? Are the goods intact?
Everything survived. No need to worry.
Very good. And she kind of lets you lead her out to the wares. And she says, I haven't seen you before in town. You, are you new around here?
You could say that.
Ah. Well, welcome to Phandalin, I suppose. I am Lenine Greywind. This is my father's establishment, the Lion Shield Coster. And I kind of run it while he's taken ill. And she looks at the wares, and she looks it up and down, and she goes, ah, perfect. If you wouldn't mind coming back inside, please. She will walk back behind the counter, reach underneath, pull out like a little lockbox, open it up and begin to count out gold. And as if you were counting along with her, she puts in piles of 10. She puts out 40 gold, and she goes, "This is what was agreed upon in Neverwinter. I assume this is what was agreed upon. This is the going rate anyway."
I'm going to roll a persuasion check and say we were promised 15 apiece. Try and milk it a little.
Give me a persuasion check.
Nope, I failed horribly.
She chuckles and she says, "This is the going rate. This is what always is given to couriers. I would appreciate you not try to squeeze out any more money that is mine. However, I appreciate the attempt." And she like gives you a nod. This is what she looks like. Or this is a little bit about her, I guess. Right there. Yes. So if you all, she asked you if you would like to look at her wares. She hands over 10 gold apiece. So she gives you 40 gold, 10 gold apiece.
Take the 10 gold?
Yes. And she asks if you would like to, while you're here, would you like to look around at what she has?
Yeah, I'll do a quick perception check to see what she has.
Okay. I will.
Nah, I'm not interested in anything she has.
Well, let's just do this.
Okay. Lions, Ed Coster. Alright, let's see what she has. She has weapons, but I'm gonna damn it. Fuck. How much is your hand crossbow, my good lady?
Well, she points to one that she has. And she says, let's see. Hand crossbow? 50 gold.
Oh, all right. We're gonna put a pin on that, as in I can't afford it. How much is your? Let me just look what I have. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Is there anything that anybody else sees on the list that they'd be interested in?
Yeah, hang on, I'm just checking something really quick.
Another shopping episode. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at something really quick.
Yeah.
So,
At this point, I'll probably have finished unloading, along with anyone that was with me. And
Yeah, so as I forgot to say, as she checked the wares, a shop hand came around and started helping you to unload it and take it around back. So yeah, I'd say that you're about done. Walk in.
All right, how much is your studded leather?
35 gold.
35 gold?
Yes.
Can you maybe do it for 25?
If you buy more things, I could probably make you a deal.
You know what? We'll put a pin on that too.
Okay.
Damn it! I really want that 15 EC, but whatever. I'm getting mage armor soon, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm just going to be done shopping because I need to do more. I need to do more quests.
Does anybody else see any wares that they would like to take a look at?
I'm good for right now. I know there's a slim chance of me affording anything.
I mean, you could always ask.
I'll ask about the lion shield. Okay, what is it?
Who has
halberd.
the last scimitar that we have?
Oh,
I
I
gave
gave it back.
Yeah,
I gave it back to them, like you said.
he gave the one back to Tracy, and I gave the scimitar to the lady and her daughter to fend for them.
Who you never asked
defend
what their
themselves.
names were. Yes. So those are 2 scimitars gone. And we also purchase items, she says aloud.
I really don't have any items.
Yeah.
To give.
Well, we have 1 scimitar left. We have the
Okay.
2 malachite, 1 orange gem that we could sell at the miner place. And then we have look for other work.
Yeah, I'll inquire about the halberd before we leave.
Halbert? 15 gold.
Oh, 15 gold. Let's see. I'll go ahead and buy it.
Wonderful choice. And she...
Can I do a persuasion check to see, since I'm buying that, if she can go ahead and give Rimple that discount?
No, actually, I forget the discount because I forgot to mark up the 2 gold I gave the family, so I couldn't put the 35 anyway, the 25 anyway. But that's looking out.
Yeah, I'll throw down the 15 gold.
Okay.
I'll put it on the table, and then say, let's see. Do you need the studded leather right now, Rimple, or can you live without it?
I can live without it until... Alright, so in reality, if I make it to level 3, I could get mage armor, but it's always nice to have as a backup.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do the I'll kind of wave Rimple over and tell her I put down the 15 gold. I'll put an extra 5 to the side and say, if you give it to him for the discount, there's this extra 5 in it. I'll pay the 20 if you give Rimple that discount.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on. Oh my god. It almost stopped on a 17.
Oh.
She says, I suppose I could do 30?
Nah.
Okay, I'll take the 5 gold back and say just the halberd then.
I mean, you can leave the 5 gold if you'd like. I always enjoy tips.
I'll leave a 1 gold tip.
I
She
am
nods
not
her
tipping
head.
the weapon shop.
She goes and grabs the halberd and swings it around a little bit, and she's rather good with it, and she brings it over to you. Says, "Here you go."
Grab it and thank her for her services.
You're very welcome. Paying customers are always welcome back. Then she walks behind the counter again and kind of sits on a stool. What do y'all want to do?
I'm done for right now. Oh, no.
Okay. So let's jump over. Okay, so give me a second. Move the players. Let's go. There we go. Okay. So back in Phandalin,
Yep.
Galen heads up to Barthens, goes inside, inquires about... What were you inquiring about? Let me look at it here.
The journal, the tent, and the woodcarver's kit, if it would give me advantage when using it for wood carving.
Are you proficient, or are you proficient with woodcarver's tools?
I am, but I just had a small knife up until this point.
Okay. He says 2 copper for the woodcarver's kit, or woodcarver's tools. And then for the journal, the softbound 25 sheets, 5 gold.
Okay.
And then the tent, 2-person tent is 2 gold.
Okay. Okay. I go ahead and pay for the 2-person tent. Pay 5 gold altogether, and thank him for his help and time in Dwarven.
You're paying him 5 gold altogether.
Yeah, I'm grabbing. I'm gonna see if he has 2 tents. That way, the whole party has tents. Seeing how it's looking like it might be bad weather.
Oh, so you're buying
I'm
2
gonna buy the
tents and giving
woodcarver's
him
kit.
5, and then you're gonna buy the woodcarver's tools and then the journal.
Not the journal.
Not the journal. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be... It would be 4 gold, 2 copper.
4 gold, 2 copper. Yeah, I'm just giving him 5.
Okay, easy enough.
I feel like we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to buy anything from Barthens?
I'm not seeing anything
Oh, let me...
too interesting to me.
Oh, nothing interesting. Gotcha.
Is there like a job request board?
Are you asking Lenine, or are you...
I'm asking anybody.
Anybody that you see?
Just like, hey, where can we get some work around here?
A passerby, a short, elderly female human, just kind of like shakily points her hand towards this building here, which would you recognize, or you thought might be like the Townmaster Hall. Yeah.
All right.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to
so
catch up with the V.
we look for work while we're here.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. Let me see if I have...
Hey V, do you know how to add an item to your inventory?
Yes, I already did that.
What
Yeah,
did you
went
add?
ahead and I added that halberd that I bought.
Oh, okay. Can you hit manage inventory and type in tent and add 1 tent to your inventory?
All right. Yeah, it's gotta load it up.
These are fucking heavy.
Perfect. All right, let's put you back on this page then. Okay, as you enter inside the, assumingly that it's the town hall, there is a wide open like waiting area. It's all wooden floors. There are a few like standing logs, what are they called? Oh my gosh, just lost the name. They hold up the roof. what are those?
Support
Beams.
beams.
Support,
Support
yeah.
beams?
Yeah, wooden support beams that are just not squared off or anything. It's just like logs. They're just holding it up.
Logs that hold the roof is now the new name of support beams.
Yes.
Hold
So
the
you,
log.
you continue inside, and you see that, and then you see about 25 feet in, there's like a large, like 8-foot table, that behind it is, it's like a front desk. Is sitting a 20-ish, high teens, low 20s-ish, elven male. As you walk in, he looks up. He says, "Ah, welcome to the town hall. How may I be of assistance?"
I go,
yeah.
which I was looking for work.
Yeah, we're looking for some jobs. You know, rescue this, save that, kill this.
Ah, I see. And he says, adventurers, correct?
Yeah.
We're just looking for
I
quick
have.
coin. That is okay. And he chuckles and he points to the wall, off to your left. There's like a notice board behind one of the beams, and there's a handful of there's only a couple little notes on there at the minute. I don't have a handout for those.
I checked the
That's
notes
okay.
for any jobs that require splaying.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Actually, you know what? That and good paying jobs.
got it. Let me look at what we are. There is one that says, find my book. Inquire with Elowen at the library. Elowen.
Uh-huh.
And then there is finding this. Give me one moment. I apologize. Oh my gosh, why are you not pulling up? Sorry. I don't know what movie that's from, but it's something.
Sounds like a Monty Python sketch.
Right.
It does.
Sorry.
Spam.
Spam lot. Like it.
Look at
Okay.
this. This. Oh, we just have to kill this rabbit. That should be easy.
Right.
Why is the bounty so high?
5 silver per boar tusk.
No, next.
Oh my gosh.
This isn't World of Warcraft. Next.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have this written down. I'm trying to pull it up right now. It's just I'm having issues. If you bear with me just a minute, I will stop being unprofessional.
Is this gonna be technical difficulties 3, return of the difficulties?
Jesus.
Uh,
Yeah, apparently.
The difficulties struggle again.
No, I had it. I have all this
man.
tabbed out. It's just I'm looking for. This is not tabbed out. Where?
I would like to at least go and inquire at the library because we still need to run into Pitt to deliver the message.
Okay. I got you.
yeah. I mean, we could do that.
I mean, we might as well stay here and look at the board for another couple minutes.
Yes.
But I definitely think we should at least get the details on the book.
Yep. I love how this board says PlayStation menu. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and use prestidigitation, looking at how some of the people looked at us. and realize we're covered in dirt from racing the horses down that dirt road. And I'll go ahead and clean this all up.
Oh, there is, no, Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. I am getting irritated. I apologize. I'm trying to find it. I don't want to give you just one quest to do. I need to give you the options for this.
I think we're okay with it.
I mean, yeah, I mean. You know what? Rumple's getting sick and tired looking at the Netflix screen, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, look, it's the one job."
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You want to go to the library?
The one job to rule them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fix that for next time, guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hush. That's fine.
Okay.
It happens.
It
Your
happens.
computer crashed and everything else.
Sure
So
did.
I think you get to go.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all are heading to the library. Okay.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
run back into the general store.
Yes, into Barthen's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have anything for kids?
Let me check.
Dolls, balls, swords,
Well,
wooden swords, not like actual sharp-spotted swords.
Give a dice roll here. Yeah. There's you see a couple little, like, off rubber balls that are like bouncy balls, kind of. They're just like
Okay.
semi-hardened, like tree sap that kind of became rubbery. And
Okay.
For 4 of them, it's 1 silver.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 4 because you know that half of them are gonna disappear on the first day.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You don't know where they go; they just disappear. Okay, so all 4 of them.
Okay.
Under the dryer,
many silver?
obviously.
Yep.
How much? How much?
I'm sorry?
How much?
1 silver.
Okay.
For 4 of them.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I took back up the party.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
I show
Easy.
them what I just recently got and say, the last child was kind of afraid of us, so maybe coming with a peace offering would be a good idea.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, if you needed balls, I have some balls here, and you just see the hundreds of ball bearings on his side.
There you go. Nice.
I'm afraid they'll shoot their eyes out.
Hey.
Shoot your eye out,
Cannon.
kid.
Yeah.
All right. So, the library, kind of overhears you guys looking and seeing the library, and he says, "Oh yeah, that's on the south end of town. You'll know it when you see it." So y'all head out that way, back down to Phandalin.
Are we going south?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get the stones appraised?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
we're walking
yeah.
past there anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe
easy
not
enough.
sell them right now. Because I think Aster might have stake on one of them. But we can at least get them appraised and then sell them later.
Yeah, easy enough. Let me start, actually, since y'all are on this screen, I'm going to player. Oops. Where'd that go? No! I deleted it. Undo. Undo. What just happened? Anyway, let me see if this will actually work. Layer, token layer, layer, token layer, layer, token layer, layer, token layer. Okay. The one that deleted was the Town Master's Hall. I don't know why it just deleted, but you guys are heading down to the Miners Exchange.
Yeah.
Okay. Has this music been looping?
Yes.
The same song?
I think so.
What the heck?
Cue the boss music.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Why do I hear boss music?
The wind picks up. There's a sudden chill in the air. All of the birds fly away.
All right, let's try this. Okay. See if that actually works. I don't know why it was... everything is going today. Anyway, so as you guys head down to the Phandalin Miners Exchange, you walk inside, and the first thing that greets you is drawn curtains of like a darker green, like velvet, around two windows that are on either side of the building. It's not a very big entryway, right? So there's basically about like 10 by 15 foot square of wood on the floor that you could probably, that was like the entryway, right? And then right there at the other end of that is a counter. And behind the counter, you see come on, close. This is really getting... You see a slightly elvish looking female in about, you really can't tell, maybe like younger middle age, lower middle age female, with like piercing green eyes, high cheekbones, with hoop earrings and braided black hair. And as you walk in, she kind of slowly looks up at you all, gives a little smirk, and says, "How may I help you?"
We were looking to have a few gems that we recently came across to praise. And I'll pull together the two malachite and the orange stone.
Very well. And she reaches out her hand and takes them from you. And she pulls out from underneath the counter one of those little eye singular eye inspector that people do with gems, right? And holds it right up to the stones. Well, these are not the biggest stones, but I will give you 15 gold apiece. And she like kind of holds the like her last S with like her teeth kind of stitched together. She says it.
So that if we do sell them, it would be 45, which I think should be divided into 10 for each of us and then 5 for room and board costs if we stay.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Well, would you like to sell or not?
I'll leave it to you guys. Something seems a little fishy. Like I think she's trying to cheat us a little bit because of the way she behaved. But I'll leave it to you guys if we sell.
I mean, roll insight if you want to roll insight, bro.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll insight on that.
Okay.
Okay, 15. Yeah, I gauge her, and I basically look at the party, use my psionic mind. It says I feel she's trying to cheat us.
So, with your insight, you glean that. How familiar are you with the sell of gems and stones and things like that? Give me a.
That'd be a history.
Yeah, sure. Give me a history check. And we'll base the answer off of that.
I got an 11.
You glean these are gems are usually shiny. These are pretty shiny. You would hope that they would be worth more. However, you kind of think that maybe someone who owns a miner's exchange and deals with these things might be giving you an okay deal. It could be better. Could be worse. That's what you glean from that insight.
All right, I suggest we maybe hold off a little, see if we can't find just a slightly better price.
Do you say that out loud to the party?
Yeah.
And her head kind of like snaps over at you. She cocks an eye. Says, well, I'm the only one in town. Purchases gems. Good luck finding someone else to buy these. And she like slides them across the table back at you.
I'll leave it up to you guys if we sell them or not.
Can I try to roll a persuasion check just to kind of smooth things over?
What do you say?
That my friend's not great with words, and that we do have to hold off. We have one other party member who has a say in the stones, but that we will definitely return.
Very well. If you do return, please. She kind of scowls a little bit and like looks down the bridge of her nose as she lifts it. Do not insult my business. Again. Good day.
Fair enough. So I'll recollect the small pouch and walk outside with the group.
Okay. Rimple, are
Or
you
I'll
inside?
walk outside.
Yeah, I'm inside. I'm just letting them do their little dealies.
Are you...
What?
Roll me a history check. Just to see something.
Okay. $17.
Okay. Being a rogue, you're used to possibly occasionally coming across certain types of people. With your passive perception, the way that she has laid her shop, and unless you'd like to roll a perception check to see if it's higher than your perception, passive perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay.
My passive is fucking 10, of course I'm gonna roll perception. Oh God. Now, oh,
All
it's not
right.
even a nap.
Distracted by a few things.
Okay. Off your passive perception, you're not sure if this person reminds you of a faction that you may have come across or not. It's just it's a little bit of mannerisms and way things are laid out. You little things that only you might notice, that you would recognize, that only you would kind of notice if you're kind of catching.
Yep.
But you're not quite sure. That's it.
All right.
Where to?
To the library.
Yep.
To the library.
Having fun isn't hard when you have a library card, which we don't
have a
have.
library card. So funny enough, right
Shout out-
here, as you go down here, is the library. Kind of a library. It's kind of like it's a cottage, but it's kind of like a library. Let me get the page for you here. There we go.
To the bookhouse.
Yes. To the bookhouse.
To the bookend.
It's very small. Very small.
Mhm.
However, as you walk in, you see the back walls are kind of lined with books. There's a table in the center that is kind of spread out with a handful of books and knickknacks and such. There's a door off to your left that you would assume might be to like sleeping quarters or whatnot. Behind, sitting at the table, you see a aged elf with a somewhat weathered face. She's been around a little while. And she wears like purple garb. She's sitting at the table kind of holding a book, graying hair, and she looks up at all of you and smiles. And just looks at you all.
Hello. I take a deep bow. Weird
Hello
question.
there.
Weird question. On our way into town, we drove past a lady and her daughter, and the daughter stated that she used to play around here. Do you happen to know who that might be?
Ah. Da-da. You must be speaking about Susanna of the Wilcrest family. She and her mother left.
Just, first of all, hi, my name is LeBron.
Hello, LeBron.
I got a question about this mother-daughter duo.
Yes.
Do not trouble with like a male for protection?
Assandra's husband was lost.
Like he
He
passed away?
possibly he never returned. from, I believe, a task, something he went out to do and never returned to his family.
Ah,
Do you happen to know anything about this task? Where it might have taken him?
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. I am Elowen Stoneheart, and this is my humble library. And you all are?
I'd be.
Charmed. Are you all V? You are
no,
LeBron.
where I am
He
LeBron
is
and these are
V.
my... Yes.
I am Galen.
Pleasure. And Aster says, Master. Nice to meet you, Aster.
Maybe we should get to the business first and then double back on the
What is your business
gossip.
with the Wilcrest family? If I may be so bold.
Well, we met them. They were headed to Neverwinter. We gave them some money to have a good start in town. And the daughter said that she wished a message to be delivered to Pip around the library. And we're just trying to get more of the story about the husband, as the mother couldn't speak freely without possibly upsetting the child. So we're just trying to help in any way that we can.
Mentioning Pip, she kind of gives a smile. Says, yes. Susanna, Pip, and Carp used to play around the library. I would give them treats and make lemonade, and they would play outside, and I would read to them, they would read to me. They were wonderful children. It is such a shame that Susanna had to leave. But Pip is not here at the moment. He is the Toblin's son, Toblin Stonehill. He owns the inn in town, Stonehill Inn. That is his son. I'm sure you can find him at the inn.
Okay. I go ahead and pull out one of the balls, and I say the next time that the kids are playing outside, give them one of these. And I hand her one.
Huh. They will enjoy this very much. Thank you.
We're
Now,
also here on business requested. We saw a posting regarding, and I'll go ahead and present the piece of paper that I pulled off the bounty board.
Yes. My book. And she says, it was stolen from my library. It is a very important book to me. It has histories of the area. I believe it has been taken. I don't want to assume that it was the Shadow Blades, but they seem to do these things occasionally.
I look at Rempel.
Yeah.
When did it go missing?
About 5 days ago.
Huh.
What can you tell
5
us
days
about
ago.
these Shadow Blades?
Well,
I asked the lady.
what I can gather from what I've seen and heard and been told, the Shadow Blades are some sort of ragtag gang, I suppose. They're not as bad as some other frontier locations where they rule over the town with an iron fist and scare the residents. They more take things under cover of dark. They haven't killed anyone, but as you have met Wilcrest, Cassandra, I don't know what happened to her husband, but I believe he was mixed up with the Shadow Blades. There have been more and more coming to town as of late, and I fear they may attempt to hold the town. They haven't. That's just a hunch. They haven't quite done it. But do you know how these things go?
I say we check into these Shadow Blades. Maybe we can find the book and
Yeah.
also something interesting, helpful on our journey.
Yeah. I got the feeling the Shadow Blade thing won't stop until we stop it.
Indeed. Well put.
What does the book look like?
Well, and she goes on to describe the book being a square tome with like weathered green binding, and on the front it says history of the Sword Coast, and in like gold inlay on the front, but that she says the whole book is kind of weathered. It's been sitting on the shelf for some time. No one has even looked at it. She only recently decided to take a look at it, and then a few days later she noticed that it was missing,
Okay.
and she suspects the Shadow Blades.
I'm going to ask her. I'm going to look at all of the party first, and then I'm going to ask her if she knows of any books in her possession that deal with treaties or pacts. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Are you... I guess you're not lying or anything like that. But she kind of narrows her eyes a little bit and looks at all of you and says, did you just come into town?
Yes, we were sent from Neverwinter to deliver goods to the Lionhead, and we're supposed to meet a friend.
Well, if you're looking for a friend, what is their name? I may be able to point you in the right direction.
I look back at the party.
We're looking for Sildar Hallwinter.
I haven't seen Sildar in quite some time. It's been months.
How about a dwarf?
Well, there's the dwarf that runs the smithy up the road. Do you have a name?
Guys, help me! I'm horrible with names. My character
Obi.
can't lie worth shit.
Obi.
I tipped you once. There we go.
She stands up. She walks over to you guys. She kind of squints her eyes, furrows her brow, turns with a swish of her cloak, of her dress, goes over to the windows, draws the blinds, comes back to you guys, squeezes through, locks the door, and then goes and returns behind the little table that is there.
Oh shit!
Use prestidigitation to light candles.
The candles all light up. She sits back down and she gestures for y'all to come closer.
Mm-hmm.
And roll for initiative. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Oh,
It's a trap.
you
It's
mother...
a trap!
You know what? If this was a trap, I should have saw it coming. It's like,
So she... This is not
It's
correct.
okay. My first turn in combat would be to knock a candle over inside of her precious bookstore. Put book in.
Okay. She kind of leans toward you all and says, "You have all come from Neverwinter on a task looking for Oburion and Sildar." And she kind of squints. "And you ask information about a pact or a treaty. I have been around for a very long time. We may be able to help each other if we are discussing the same thing."
At this point, I'll look back at the party and not take action.
I cross my arms and say, "We're looking into the Phandelver's pack if it's not obvious already."
yeah, we were kind of sent here. We had a job, but this is sort of our main priority.
In the interest of keeping things hush, I'll go ahead and pull out a letter and lay it down.
She picks up the letter, begins to read it, rolls it back up, and hands it back and says, "I would be wary who you show this to, or who you speak of the pact with." "Very well. Word has begun to surface across lands from the south and from the north that something or someone is beginning to look to reopen the Forge of Spells.
Forge of Spells.
And she explains... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what are the... I mean, like, Forge of Spells, what is this? Like, some freaking dwarven wizard clan or something?
Can I roll insight to see how she reacted to the piece of paper?
Yeah, go ahead.
She really hasn't given us any information about herself, but 22.
Reacting to the piece of paper, you notice as she reads her brow furrows a little bit. And you see a slight shake of the head as she begins to fold it up and return it to you. You can kind of glean that she may believe that you all are being a little careless, but with a little tweak of a lip, it seems like there was a little smirk that she approves of what you guys are doing, and yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's essentially what you get. She explains that the Forge of Spells, it is in a location that was discovered recently, within the past couple years, by a group of adventurers such as yourselves that seem to have been lost to time. Wave Echo Cave.
Wave Echo Cave. We've heard of that before, right?
You have.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
The thought of it was that there was a pact between several races, an agreement to protect Wave Echo Cave from evil beings or evil intentions to gain control of what is inside the cave. Inside the cave is the Forge of Spells, which, what I have been told by the past adventurers and what I have read and learned on my own accord, it is used for crafting significant magical items that, if used improperly, can destroy the realm, and, by extension, other realms. Existence, in fact. But there was this weird drow sorcerer who a few years ago tried to take control of Wave Echo Cave, but the adventurers put a stop to that, and she kind of gestures to like one of the back walls behind her, and there's like a drawing of like a staff with like a spider at the very top of it, and his magical staff. But since then, the dwarves around here, along with the Lord's Alliance and the Order of the Gauntlet, have attempted to freshen up around the forge, and the dwarves could not get the forge started. So, about a year or so ago, they abandoned the forge. If they couldn't get it started, what was the point? I guess dwarves need to have their forges. And that is where a few of my friends and the words that are brought. And Obi actually comes into the story. This pact, I don't believe, is what is written about it that it actually is. It seems the pact may be a group of items from several different races combined together to create a magical ward to protect the forge itself. We have begun to look into it. Alburion was sent to try to obtain one of these artifacts. I am not sure which it is, that is all he told me, or where. But I knew someone would answer from that stupid quest board for a book. I believe the book may assist us in leading to any of these relics that is the Pact.
What are these relics? What are we looking for?
No one knows what they are. It was never explicitly said, but what I gather, they are magical in nature, and they are rather mundane. Apart, but together, powerful. The book may assist us in finding more if you are helping. So Galen, the book does slightly have a little bit section about the history of Phandalin, and it mentions the Wave Echo Cave. This is kind of like generic stuff that's talked about in the book, but there's other things that she was kind of looking into that kind of hinted at different things, I guess.
Right.
That wouldn't be explicitly said, but yeah, there's a little bit of history in there. It is a history of the Sword Coast, so it would be part of in there.
Right. I initially asked about the treaties and pacts to see if she would say, yes, that book that was stolen, to see what the driving forces stealing this book would have been, to see if they're looking for the same thing, basically.
That is
okay, cool.
What you're gleaning, and that's kind of what she's saying. I don't know if I was clear enough that book was the one that holds the secret.
That's what I thought,
Yes. But it was taken. Unfortunately.
Well, we have a contact that we are going to go explore.
Very well. If you do succeed, please return the book to me. And I guess I could give you some coin for your trouble. But if you are to go down this road with me to procure whatever it is that is the Phandelver's Pact, we must be wary who we speak to this about. Speak about this too. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we in agreement? How about you just find my book and bring it back, and then we can discuss?
Yeah,
Sounds good.
that sounds good.
Very well. Please do not speak a word of this to anyone. I am trusting you on the knowledge of your friendship with Oberion. So, she kind of stands up. Is there anything else that anyone would like to ask about anything to her?
Not that I can think of.
Nope. Pretty much.
Nothing that
she
requires
told us-
secrecy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Nothing that requires secrecy and closed graves. No.
Okay. Yep. And she begins to open the drapes back up.
I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and slide the rest of them open.
Yes. And she thanks you very much. Let us see here. And as you all leave, she says loudly, "Thank you for visiting the library. Come back anytime.
We will.
If you have a library card."
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you all leave the library, it is pretty late. We'll say it's probably about like 7. No, you got a little bit of time. Yeah, about 8 o'clock at night. What would you like to do?
Step off the path. I'll step off the path and summon a little light elemental thing in my hand.
Okay.
Using Druidcraft just to predict the weather until nightfall. Just to see if the storm's going to hit tonight or if it's going to blow over.
Well, funny you should ask, because you do feel like a cold wind and you smell rain.
That would have been great. Yeah, there's pitter patter of the rain starting. I look up to the party. Hey, it's gonna rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the pet rock forecast. It's wet. It's raining.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of
suggest
soup?
we go to the
Chunky!
Yep. So what would y'all like to do?
suggest we
Probably
go to the
get
inn.
to shelter would be the first thing we should do.
Okay.
Viha really wants his mead.
Yeah, me too.
Very well.
I think we should maybe check in with the mayor, introduce ourselves if we're going to stay in town, and then grab a place.
That sounds good too.
Okay. As you go over to the town hall, you find that the doors are locked now. The light has begun to ebb for the day into twilight. And it seems that shops are beginning to close down. Unfortunately.
Okay.
But you did notice, coming into town, that across from the Shrine of Luck, there was the Stonehill Inn.
Sounds good.
Yep.
You heading there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an
I
inn,
am.
and it is raining. I am too.
I'm looking for a thick stick on the way.
Give me a nature check. looking for the thick stick.
His inner Theodore Roosevelt is showing.
Yep.
11.
You find a stick. It's not super thick, but it's okay.
Okay.
Not, I'd say probably like, maybe like an inch and a half in diameter. Or like, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, inch and a half in diameter.
I'm just looking for something to whittle on.
Yeah, it's good enough. It's a little small, but not super big. All right, so oh, I can do this. Hang on, I got a great thing here. Check this out. You ready? Ready for this shit?
Oh, we are ready.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
Then do it then.
I
No,
did.
there it is.
Hey, hell yeah! It is nighttime. Sorry, I was just super excited to do that.
Oh, he done and did it. He done and did it.
Did. All right. So let me change the music here for a minute.
What's to the right? Is that upstairs?
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, that's
Okay.
upstairs.
Cool.
Yep. I forgot y'all could see that. Hold on.
Barely.
Yeah, you really can't. Da, da, da. Okay. So, as you step inside, as you all step inside, you see a large open floor plan of a wooden floor tavern. As you step inside, there's a bear rug, and on the floor in front of you, off to the left, there is a handful of circular tables with patrons eating, sitting, drinking some ale and mead. There's some conversations being held. Everyone seems to be getting done with their work. There's a handful of patrons in the bar. Behind the bar, which I don't have. I should have a token. Where? There you are. Okay. Behind the bar, you see a slightly pudgy middle-aged man wearing brown, a brown bartender smock with like a just regular commoner's clothing, with a polite and like rosy cheeks, and has like a nice friendly demeanor to them as you walk inside. Welcome to the Stonehill Inn.
I immediately walk over to the counter, pop down 4 silver, and say 2 meads.
So, just so you all have it as well, that is...
Can I just say how much I love these fucking pages?
Oh, yeah?
I know. I
They're
love.
amazing.
Is this like when I take book? Is this straight out the book artwork?
What, the,
When
which one?
they did the handouts.
The handout? No.
Yeah.
No, these
Wah,
are
wah.
pulled from a lot of different places.
Nice.
It's a nice touch.
Thank you.
It is.
Saves
I really
us
wish
from
I-
asking if you have
Yes.
something, and then
Yes.
I mean, you might still have something if we ask for it, but
Absolutely. Absolutely.
saves a lot of help.
I remember you said if they don't have it, they can order it.
Correct.
Well, they might also have it in a box in a bag.
Maybe.
Always ask them. To
They keep all the expensive stuff in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let me look at Stonehill Inn. So you're looking for, he goes, well, we got ale. We got some wine. I'm sorry, but we just got out of mead.
2 ales then.
Ah, very good, very good.
I'll
That'll
take
be-
2 mugs of ale, and how much is your gallon of ale?
Oh, big drinker. I like it. Ah, gallon of ale is going to be 2 silver, and 2 mugs of ale. That'll be, and he says 8 copper. 8 copper.
All right, 8 copper.
That voice is starting to catch my throat.
That sounds good. I'll do the same thing.
I'll pop down 5 silver and say keep the change.
All right then.
Very well.
Oh, it's Stonehill. I put Toblerone Hill.
I love it.
Sounds delicious.
I'm here for it.
I always crack him the wrong way, and the caramel goes all over my hand.
And he says, my name is Toblin. I own this joint. It's always nice to see new faces. If y'all are looking for rooms, we got some of those too.
Toblin's the dad's name. I was wondering how the hell I got Toblerone.
Yeah, Toblin is his
I
name.
wrote the dad's name. Okay.
Yep, makes sense now.
Yeah. Anyway. How much for the rooms?
He says, we have a few available. We have singular bedrooms for 8 silver apiece, and we have shared bedrooms. We have a few of those, and that's 5 silver per bed. So basically 5 silver a room is what he says.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go 5 silver a room. He says, if y'all would like to have a seat, I can bring you some ale for a little while. And he like grabs up the coin that V put down, kind of raises his hand as a thank you. And it seems like you guys may be having your fill if you would like, as you
Sure am.
discuss anything.
So, quick question. 2 bedrooms, the normal ones, is what, 10 silver?
We're just gonna call it either one of those. I think let me look at my map, because this isn't specific to the map that I have, so I don't want to tell you guys wrong. There are a few single bedrooms, and they are the single bed. We'll just say they're 5 apiece, and the other ones are the shared room is 5 per bed. So there, he says he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles, and then he has 1 4-banger. That's 5 gold per bed. He says it's very spacious. Looking at the 4 of you.
Seems like it costs the same either way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I can put in 5 silver for my bed.
Well, no, I'm gonna pay the room.
Okay.
Okay, so the rooms are taken care of, and
Individual or all together?
whichever one's 20 silver, I forget.
The 4-banger.
Yeah, so they just do the 4-banger.
Okay.
And that's the name of it. He calls it the 4-banger.
Okay.
And he says, if you all want
Four-banger.
to sit down here and enjoy your ale, you are more than welcome, or we can bring it up to your room.
I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit.
Okay.
And how much for meat, bread, and cheese?
Oh, let me pull it up.
Per head, sorry.
Very good. Hunk of cheese is 1 silver. A chunk of meat is 3 silver. And bread is 2 copper. So 4 silver, 2 copper.
So 5 per head.
4 silver, 2 copper. Rounded up, it's 5 silver.
Okay. Awesome.
I got it. Put your money away. I got it.
No, you're
Pay for the
over
rooms,
drinking. You're
I'll
not
pay
here.
for the room. You pay for the rooms. I got the meat.
You're not here.
Jesus.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I slapped down the money for the rooms and then for breakfast to be delivered to the room.
In the morning? Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Where do you think I was?
As far as food tonight, if you want something, get something. But breakfast is going to be served in the room.
Christ, trying to be helpful over here.
Hospitality gnome.
I would really take advantage of the rogue offering to pay for shit when you can. So, as
It's like when the adult son and the dad take the mom out for dinner, and the dad and the son fight over who gets to pay the bill.
Yeah. Yep. As you all gather around together at one of the tables that has more than 3 chairs at it, those are just reference points. You can see wherever the heck you want. You see an open stage that has instruments. They're kind of littered there, and it seems they're kind of set up for someone to play, but there does not seem to be anyone playing at the minute. So you can assume that possibly in the future, there may be live entertainment in this locale. Is there anything y'all would like to discuss while you drink your ale? And
I'm going to, after my 3rd ale, I'm feeling kind of loose.
roll me a
God, are we going to have
constitution
open
check.
mic tonight?
Roll me a constitution
Alright.
check. Save and throw.
What?
Con save.
Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Con save. 6.
You are feeling great. You are ironing those instruments up, and you
Oh,
are
yeah.
starting to thread tales in your head that will sound
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be like, guys. What about if I went up there and played an instrument? Would that be awesome?
I'm going to be his hype man right now and cast guidance.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna do it. And I hit a chair. Whoa. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution too because I just downed all of my ale.
All right. I'm
Was
at
it
the
a
piano
gallon?
right now.
You down the gallon?
2 pitchers and a gallon.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna,
2 mugs and a gallon.
all right. I'm going to quickly
V,
hit.
you're feeling it too.
Okay,
hang on.
never mind. The guidance just got upgraded to bless.
Okay. All right. Hang on 1 second. And I'm gonna hit shuffle on my Spotify and see what song I'm trying to play or sing. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. No. Alright, I'm gonna say that this is an amazing. Yo, Phandalin, put your hands up! Woo!
But before I said, Rimple, stop. I call the loot.
Okay, I got the piano. Guys, this is by a group of bards called I Met It One Time in Neverwinter. They call themselves the Cornelius Brothers. And I'm just gonna start playing. Alright, here we go. And performance check.
Yes. Viha,
Alright.
are you trying to play along?
Yes.
Okay. Group, both of you give me performance, please.
Remember, we're blessed. We got the extra D4.
Oh yeah, I'm actually doing good.
Yeah, I know, me too. Hang on, let me have the D4. I did amazing. I rolled a mod 20. Oh, I'm sorry, 19.
I'm better
Hey.
when I'm drunk.
Yeah, me too. I'm the Asian guy at the karaoke bar. I'm just going, it's too late to turn that now. I believe,
my gosh.
I'm falling in love.
Perfect.
And
At
I
least
just
it wasn't
start-
choke me like you hate me.
Right?
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I just
Let's
break
see.
out in the just drunk lip syncing the Cornelius
Come
Brothers Too
on.
Late to Turn Back Now. It's gonna be amazing.
Wish I could find a better tavern song, but I can't use Spotify on this. So,
No.
all right. So Viha and Rimple, you both begin to play, and it's shaky at first. Everyone's kind of like shaking their head because those guys are drunk. But after a little while, your fingers start to hit the right keys. Your vocals begin to warm up. Viha, you're catching the drift that he's putting down. You're slowly tuning the lute a little bit to pluck that right tone, and you begin to play very well. As Galen underhandedly just tosses up 5 copper onto the table directly in front of you guys, and the patrons are beginning to love it. There are 4 of you. I need all of you to roll a d10 for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful.
at 10.
You got the roll for Aster.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Galen. I got Aster's rolled.
It was 7.
Okay, so playing throughout the rest of the night, just jumping from song to song, letting the buzz ride and the party go hard throughout the night. What's
I'm
that?
doing the best of 70. I'm like doing the best of 70s soul up here. I went from like Too Late to Turn Back Now, then to Brick House,
Yeah.
to just any, to like, and right now I'm on I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. God, just give me one more chance.
Perfect. So, at the end of the night, you finish your last song. Everyone's standing and clapping. There were a few people dancing, a couple people making out in the back corner.
Oh yeah!
And it's a party. Even Toblin is like doing like the happy minor dance. Everyone's enjoying themselves, and they all bid you all a good night as Toblin says, "All right, we're closing up." As everyone like comes over and shakes your hands and begins to leave. Looking on the table as everyone leaves for the night, just like talking nonstop about how great you guys are and how this group of bards just came into town and just rocked tonight. And you guys are now to them, you are the bards. That they set up for.
Guys!
Nobody knew differently.
I just thought we should be called that. Come on. It's an amazing name. I mean, I'm so sick of it. Here's to the bards!
The bards! The bards! You hear everyone as they start to leave. Looking on the table, you notice between gold, silver, and copper. I'm sorry, Galen, what did you roll?
A 7.
A 7. You find 23 between like mixed all together. It's like 23 golds worth of coin, just like tapped on the.
Oh yeah,
on
we
the
did
table.
good.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Oh yeah. See, that's the hint. It has to be 70s soul music.
Right?
That fucking Motown shit.
But
Alright,
it is
so
very
20
late. 23
Oh, yeah,
gold total.
Yeah.
If you guys are
20
okay
goes-
taking 5, I can put 75 in the party fund.
I'm too drunk to notice, so Ripple's just gonna take the 5 and
Yeah.
start just dragging heels to going. Good night, Phandalin.
Yeah, good night. Rooms are upstairs, back of the hall.
Yep, and I'm just gonna drag my heels and just go, like right in there and just, boom, hit the mattress.
All right, let me move you guys over. Do over here, and over there. At the end of the hall, on the right, he says, you open.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure that, it is now unlocked with the key that he gave you, and it's open.
Ooh. Just. No, with the blue
No.
bit was my favorite
No,
color. Crash.
Yep. You have to go through the door to get in.
It's like fumbling for your wallet. The whole drunking unlocking the door thing. No,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
no.
The walls are actually solid, which blows my fucking mind.
Hell yeah. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Viha, you going in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm trying to figure out where to put myself. I'll
Okay,
sit
I
at the
gotcha.
edge of the bed, at the foot of the
And
bed.
lock the door. Close the door. Close behind you.
Mhm.
All right. So, as you all had an amazing evening and an eventful trip and got some information regarding the Phandelver's Pact from a unlikely ally in the librarian and the elder librarian in the town, you think about what tomorrow will bring as you all doze off. And we will begin next session, my friends, with you waking up. We'll say right now you all get a long rest
All right.
as you all fall asleep. Okay, Galen, give me a performance check.
Performance, not
Sleight of hand. Give me sleight of hand. Yeah, give me sleight of hand.
I'm better with performance. 9, but with the +2 of using the wood kit, it's 11.
Okay. Decent. You feel like you may have to keep trying the renditions of the bandits, but it's getting there. As everyone else falls asleep, Galen off on his own in the corner, whittling away people that you've met. That is where we're going to end for tonight.